Hi. Well, welcome everybody to What's Cooking with Dr. Cook. I am your host, Dr. Allison Koch, and we are joined today by one of our amazing foodguides.com contributors, Chef Lisa Green, for a
Hi.
curried, yes, hello, for a curried lentil soup. I'm so excited about this one. I know that you are too, Chef.
Yes, yes, I am. It's one of my favorite soups. One of my
Yes, you're
favorites. So
saying
quick, so easy, and
yeah, you used to get this at a restaurant, and then you were so excited to make it at home.
yep. I just decided to mimic it. So, yeah, it was a restaurant that was in the mall, the Kalamazoo Mall, Central City Tap House, or what did it used to be called prior to that? I don't remember. But yeah, they had this soup, and that's what I wanted to make.
Ooh. Well, I have really enjoyed because I know we kind of prep the seasoning in advance, but we're going to walk everybody through it.
hmm
But the smell has just taken over the house, and it is so delightful. Mm.
It is with the cumin and the fennel and the cinnamon and clove. It's a very fragrant soup and
Yes, yes,
spice. So,
absolutely.
and I'm
Oh,
sure you have plenty
wonderful.
of the spice for another application. So,
Well, what I actually did is I halved it for the recipe to start, and then I figured that I would make another round while the
well, there
soup
you
is
go.
actually cooking so we could show everybody how to make it.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, because I know I will be cooking this again.
yeah, that was a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, I just love anything with lentils and lentil soup because it's high protein, it's
hmm
high fiber, there's, it's
Low
zero fat
calorie.
essentially. Yeah, low calorie. Lentils, have zero fat.
hmm
Um, I wanted to, like a quarter cup of dry lentils is 9 grams of protein, 4 grams of dietary fiber, and it's just super, super
It's loaded.
nutritious.
It's a
It
super
is
seed.
loaded. Yes, a
Super.
super seed, super versatile, and
Yes,
very, very
it is.
tasty.
I just starting to crack the surface of what we could probably do with these. So, well,
Well, yeah, I mean the chickpea lentil burgers that we made, a couple weeks ago were unreal, so delicious.
those are really good. Could turn
Yes.
them into a meatball of some sort. With
Hey,
a
another
meatball.
option.
Yeah.
And that, yes, yes, absolutely. And that recipe is actually on foodguides.com right now if anybody wants to check it out. But right now, we're going to kick it off and start making the curried lentil soup.
Yeah.
Yay. All right. So, what I'll do is I'll kind of take everybody over to the mise en place, so everything in its place.
Beautiful,
And
Allie.
oh, thank you, thank you. Just kind of briefly go over the ingredients because we are going to get right into cooking. So we do have for the soup itself is 3 cups of dried lentils, of course, right there, as well as now this particular recipe is a heartburn friendly, GERD friendly. This is even friendly to IBS. Um, so onion and garlic are completely optional. When this recipe was created, those two are listed as optional because if they are triggers for, your acid reflux or your IBS, you can leave them out. It's not going to take anything away from the recipe itself. The flavor profile, you've got the gut friendly spice for that. It's just going to be wonderful. But if you can tolerate the onion or the garlic, you can add those in. And what chef has recommended is a 1 onion diced and 4 garlic cloves. Now, since my husband doesn't do well with onions, I'm leaving that out for this recipe. So, what I did add is the garlic because we're okay with that. So, I do have garlic here. And then also, you mentioned that a tablespoon of freshly grated ginger, which I only had the pureed. So that is also right here.
Hmm.
That is there. And then 3 medium carrots diced.
Hmm.
And a quick chef question for you. So,
Yes.
because it's been a hot minute since I've done culinary class, when you're slicing the carrots, is dicing just cutting it again?
There is there is a technical um, the cube, what the ratio, what the numbers are. I'm losing my words right there. You caught me off guard.
Yeah,
No, the dice. There's like minced, diced, and they all have their own measurements. And I don't remember what the
right.
measurements are. So diced, I just think of not quite minced and not quite cubed, somewhere in between.
Okay. I want to feel like
So
it had to do with something like a quarter. Um,
probably yes, it did. Yes.
okay,
Oh,
like a quarter of a cut. All right.
quarter. Yeah, it was like a. There's my skills cooking book right there. I could grab it. But I don't. I honestly don't remember the exact measurements.
All right. So, well,
But yeah,
what I did is I went ahead and I quartered like my carrot slices because I
nice.
was like, I'm pretty sure that's the
Yeah.
dice right
Well,
there.
they're supposed to be like technically they're supposed to be a cube, like a
Okay,
perfect cube. So and it, but I don't
close
remember.
enough.
I don't remember the measurements and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But
All right.
they
That
look
I would
perfect.
say that's close enough. I think
It's
because
perfect. It is
yeah.
perfect.
All right. It's a nice dice.
Yes.
All right, 3 medium carrots diced, and then we've got thank you, 2 stalks of celery diced,
Yes.
1 bay leaf and 1 cinnamon stick,
Yes.
8 to 10 cups of vegetable broth,
Hmm?
and then also you can do the water and add vegetable or chicken paste. Although this
Yeah.
particular recipe with the vegetable is keeping it vegetarian.
Yes. If honestly, I usually add both chicken and vegetable
Oh,
unless I am
cool.
really going for a vegetable based soup. I will use both.
Okay.
It's but I didn't put that in the recipe. Sometimes if I add too much, like all my little things that I might do, it just overcomplicates it and it gets muddled. So
Okay.
I try to
But
keep it
you,
as simple, well, not as simple, but have a flavor and everything. But all this little stuff that I might do while I'm doing it, it's just going to come with being you, like however you make your
ex-
soups.
exactly. So chefs know, your personal preference, something to play around in the future might be to go ahead and, you know, do the
Use both.
vegetable and the chicken.
Yeah,
All
or
right.
even beef, because I made a pot roast or beef stroganoff last night and I have the vegetables left over from it. I'm going to throw those in there. So
Ooh,
there's going to be a little beef in mine too. So, but
okay.
it's a
All
soup.
right.
It's the clean out the refrigerator. What am I going to use?
Ex- exactly. Exactly.
So,
All right. And then we have the 2 to 3 tablespoons of the toasted curry spice, which we are going to
yes.
show you how to make this
Mm,
amazing homemade curry spice.
yes. So
Salt
good.
and pepper, and then 1 to 2 tablespoons of the olive oil, which we'll be using shortly here. And then fresh cilantro or parsley is what you had.
What
It
is
was
that flat leaf or is it cilantro? I apologize.
that is actually cilantro.
Nice. That's what I have too.
Yeah. All right. No, I'm so excited. Like sometimes they
Yes.
don't have it at my local grocer, and I just snatched it up today.
That's right. You
So
don't have a Meyer.
I know, don't have a Myers 50 Acres, the one-stop shop. I know, such a shame.
I'm like, how do you not have cilantro? It's that Meyer. Sorry.
Right.
But that's what I think.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, I'm
but
sorry.
I know, bummer. Well, the
It's all good.
toasted curry spice, though. Again, this is amazing because it is totally tolerable, Harper friendly, customized by our chef for everybody who just happens to suffer is looking for a curry spice that isn't just going to trigger any sort of um, situation. That is actually made with fennel seeds, cumin seeds, which
Mhm.
I've just learned to love through cooking with you.
Aren't they amazing?
Cloves. Oh, they are amazing. Yes. Cloves, turmeric, ground ginger, and cinnamon. So we will make that here in a bit, but we're going to go ahead and jump into cooking this recipe. So I'll take you all over to the pan. That's where we're going to start. Ah, all right. So, first step, in a large pot on medium heat, we're going to add the vegetables. So I'm guessing that we go ahead and we add the olive oil.
Yes, I was just gonna say, did I forget to put that stuff in? Stuff in.
So
I just
add the olive oil first. Yeah, I know. Hey, it's good that we do this.
yes, yes.
Drop in the olive oil. Let that heat up for a moment. Got it
Yes.
on medium heat here.
I have this baby stove, so mine's on full blast, which is medium.
Oh wow.
It just doesn't get very. It's no, it's an apartment stove, but I love it. It works.
Yeah, at least you're getting to know it. You know,
I,
it's important to
exactly.
get to know it. And you
Yes.
have
Know
gas.
your. Yes. Yes. Exactly.
Someday, maybe.
Once you go gas, you never go back. Never go back to electric.
Oh, I did clean my grill thoroughly though this past weekend for spring cleaning, and it was,
Oh.
oh, I'm so excited for spring. It was so nice out.
Yes. How is it down there? Been getting hit
Today it
with all
was
the
cooler. Pollen. We got
cooler
pollen. Like 50,
allergies are kicking in.
50s. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. How's it in
Yeah.
up north? Is it
Oh,
cold up there?
I'm sorry. Excuse me. Yeah, it's good. We're expecting another winter storm, but it's been cold, snow, warm up. It's been this endless roller coaster. Honestly, it hasn't stayed one consistency more than usual.
Hmm.
Because Michigan's always been like that, but this year has been a lot. Like every other day, it'll be 50, 20, 50, 20. So.
Don't miss that.
It's winter. It should be cold. Just keep the snow and stay cold.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, then I don't have to deal with mud and all that. So, all
All right, I'm going to drop in my carrots.
right.
Ooh, yeah. Here, sizzle. And put in my celery. There
So
we
with celery,
go.
I like to use the leaves too. It brings another
Oh,
aspect of
really?
flavor. I personally do. And same with the cilantro, not the leaves, but the stem. That's where a lot of the flavor is.
Well, that is really helpful information because I'm not really sure that I've used the stems of cilantro, but
A lot of,
I
it's
will.
something, I don't remember where I picked that up at, but where I work, we have some Hispanics and bring, they'll cook sometimes for us. And yeah, they use the whole thing. Um, that makes sense. And another thing,
Excellent.
this cilantro is 3 weeks old.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Yeah. Yeah. The top is some of it, I mean, it's getting towards the time. I got to change the water, but I just put it in a mason jar or some sort of jar with some water and keep it in the fridge. And then it
Oh,
lasts for
perfect.
a long time. A lot longer than it normally would, but it's getting there. It's getting close to, we're not. So I am going to add the lentils and the stock or the vegetable base, so it has all time to cook and get soft. I think because all you're just basically doing is just sweating them a little bit.
Oh, should I go ahead and do that?
Yes, just
All
so they
right.
have time. Because with lentils and root vegetables, they could take a little bit longer than anticipated to get soft, to
Okay.
soften up. So,
And you recommend putting in the lentils before the stock, right?
eh, it's they're going to be one right after another, so it's not.
Okay.
Now, if you're going to toast them for a minute, which you could toast them, give another aspect of flavor.
That sounds fun. All right.
Oh, that looks beautiful.
Yes.
Because I like toasting the starches, like couscous. I'll toast. Didn't we do something with couscous?
Yes, it was the eggplant
That's
and
right.
the red pepper cuy.
Yes, the first recipe.
Yes.
That's right.
All right. And 8 to 10 cups of stock. Whoa. So that was the sound of oil meeting liquid.
They don't like to be together. You got to force them to,
There it goes
or you
in.
add something
Yeah.
that they are attracted to each other.
One of the most vivid memories of this home ec class in high school is what they called it, was when they showed the person putting the pan after it had been like oil had been cooked in it into the sink with water and it exploding. It was like a glass pan.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, not like a stainless steel because
okay.
that
That makes
doesn't
sense.
happen. You know? That's actually why stainless steel cookware because I'm like I don't want my pans exploding.
No, no.
All
I've
because of
definitely
that
had.
video in home ec.
Oh, Megan. Let's scare them into not using this.
Yeah. When I was teaching at the high school, I tried so hard to find those videos, but instead I just told the stories.
I bet that was better because you're a fantastic orator, a storyteller.
Now, Fire Safety Day, I did have videos for that,
Yes.
including the fire drill from The Office. They
Oh
really
my
loved
gosh.
that.
That's,
I was
yeah.
like, keep track of everything they did wrong. They like that.
Oh, that show.
All right, so we are going to bring to a boil and then reduce the heat to low.
Yeah.
Okay, so once this, let's see, is that, oh, so no, first we're going to add the rest of the
The seasoning.
ingredients.
Yes,
Oh,
the rest of the
jeez,
ingredients.
how could I forget? All right,
Oh,
so the cinnamon stick and the
yes.
bay leaf,
Yes.
and then I am adding garlic, which is optional, and the ginger.
I'm gonna add some more water. So I
As
did add
well
something
as this spice. Oh, what'd you add?
to the recipe today. I added that you could either keep it thick stew where there's no broth, where it's just gonna be the lentils and vegetables, or you can make it more brothy. So it all depends on what you want to do. So either way,
Okay, and how exactly would you do either
be
or?
either I would start with the what did it say, 8 cups water.
Yeah,
I would start with that, and
okay.
then once everything's soft, just if you like it that way and it's thick, then stay there because that's probably going to be on the thick spectrum. And then, or add more cups of, you can add more water, which is what I just did. I just added water, and then I will taste it later to see if I need to add more chicken paste or vegetable paste, more stock, so it doesn't taste like just water.
Okay.
So
Now, how much salt and pepper?
I would say a generous portion, maybe a teaspoon to a half a teaspoon salt. And then because there's no salt in the seasoning, and then pepper, some couple grinds, and then try it after it's had time to mingle.
Okay.
All the flavors get all comfy together. All the ingredients get to know each other.
And this is another thing where if the black pepper is a trigger, it's not a necessity.
No, salt and pepper are never mandatory with any sort of recipe. Actually, nothing's ever mandatory.
Right, of course.
I mean,
All right.
shoot, if you want to use
Goodness.
a different type of split peas, per se, if you want to use them in this soup.
Oh, yeah.
You know, anything. If you don't have lentils in the cupboard, or if you want to do the soup but make it a bean, you know, make it with cannellini beans or navy beans. So it would just you'd have to adjust the cooking time because those take longer to cook. But other than that,
Perfect. And we leave this uncovered.
Yes, leave it uncovered. Basically, because you do want it to reduce. You do want that flavor, that liquid, to soak into the vegetables so they plump up and cook.
Okay.
And if you keep the lid on, it doesn't have anywhere to go.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But once we want to bring it up to a boil, and then you want to reduce it down to a simmer.
Okay.
So big bubbles to smaller bubbles.
In the most simple way possible. Okay, perfect. Yeah, it's already smelling amazing. All right,
yeah.
so I'll keep an eye on that for sure. Oh, I think I'm getting some bubbles. Then we'll make some additional spice.
Yes. That's a beautiful pan. It's very clean.
Which one?
The saute pan you just sat down.
Ooh. Oh,
it's beautiful.
Thank you.
I was out of the steel wool scrubbies for a couple weeks when I moved and everything. So my little pan like that needs some love. That's why I was like, oh, that's so pretty. Mine needs to look like that.
I will tell you that like they just stay like this. Like this set has just stayed beautiful.
Good job not burning any oil.
You know, that must be it. Yeah.
It is. Yeah. It is. It totally is.
My thing is the cooktop itself, like on the stove, like this I just cannot. I cannot figure out how to take like the water burn spots off, and we've tried so many different methods and products, and you know. Girl, so again, if anybody has any suggestions,
never switch to a gas stove though, Allie. Never switch to a gas stove. Gas stoves you can never get clean.
Really?
Yeah, really, the struggle's real.
Okay. Well, okay, that makes me feel a little better. I mean, if it's just a stove thing, then all right. Good deal.
All right. Look at that. So pretty.
Yes. We are coming to a boil. Okay, so I will bring everybody back while this is coming to a boil, and we're going to work on that spice mix because it's really, really, really cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Get my little measuring cup out. So the first thing that you use to make the toasted curry spice is a quarter cup of fennel seeds, which I just sniff these because they smell so good.
Yes, yes, they do.
Uh, if you have never cooked with fennel or picked up a fennel plant before, one of the first things I learned when I worked in a produce department in high school was the fennel stalk, or part, the stalk from the bulb. If you just bite it, if you just take off a piece and just bite it, it tastes like licorice.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wasn't 100% sure if the fennel seeds would have a licorice smell, and they do.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yes,
do.
they do.
So
that's why a lot of people are
quarter.
afraid to cook with it.
Well, the bulb
Because
doesn't, like fennel doesn't taste like licorice, the actual bulb.
no, it doesn't. It still has like that anise flavor underlining, but
Right.
not as prevalent, not as strong.
Exactly. I had to turn my soup
Soup down, I
down.
hear it.
Yeah, it's a bubbling. All right. So then we go to the cumin seeds. Amazing. Delicious. And this is a quarter cup of cumin seed. Followed by 2 cloves. Another good thing to sniff. Smells like Christmas. Now, these are 3 items that we are going to toast.
Mm-hmm.
So these actually go in that pretty pan that was next to the soup. And I'm going to toast those up in a second here. But then there's the second part of the mix, which is 4 tablespoons of turmeric.
Mm-hmm.
One of my absolute favorite spices ever.
Yes. Actually, I just used all my little baby one today.
Yeah, I should probably do that too. Grab mine and use the rest of it. Put it on my avocado toast.
Ooh, what do you put on your avocado toast?
A little bit of salt, turmeric, black pepper.
Nice.
I'm easy. Egg.
Eggs.
All right. And then 4 tablespoons of ground ginger. My ground ginger needs a little bit of a shake real quick.
So while you are doing that, I like to, when I'm cooking anything that has to simmer for a little while, or probably anything at all, I like to taste it throughout the stages of cooking just to see where I'm going to need more flavoring. Because since this soup doesn't have a lot of salt in it, and with the lentils and the vegetables and all of this like robust flavor, you're going to have to add probably more salt than you're accustomed to.
Oh.
Just to make it balance out, just to round out the flavor.
Okay.
Because most seasonings, if you buy them, most seasonings do add salt. The pre-prepared ones, maybe not all the curries, but a lot of the pre-seasoned, pre-spice mixes have salt in them.
Gotcha. Last but not least, y'all,
Cinnamon.
2 tablespoons of cinnamon.
Ooh, there goes my soup. There it goes.
All right. There's our spices. I'm going to give this a little mix here. Got some clumps of ginger.
Yeah, mine was kind of clumpy too. The ginger was.
Glad we're using it then. Okay, see that nice color.
Beautiful.
It smells divine. All right. So we'll just set this down and then we'll go toast up the wonderful seeds.
Yes.
And then you guys can check in on the
Look at that.
soup.
It's beautiful.
Yes. And I'll give it a little stir. Okay, so for the toasting of the seeds, so this is a medium high.
Yep, dry pan.
Dry pan, so there's no spray in this.
Just keep them
the
dancing.
Key is to keep them moving. And this is 2 minutes.
Give or take.
Give or take. Yeah, I was earlier when I was doing it, I was kind of like, all right, I can definitely tell when they're starting to sweat a little bit.
Yes, you can.
And then it's time to take them off and put them in the coffee grinder.
Or any sort of processor, or even if you want to use the muddle method, the more. I've read a lot about that, which I used to have like a ceramic bowl and a muddle stick to grind, spice grinder hand, but
I do have one of those in my office, actually. Never used it. It's ornamental, but I guess I could.
That's how mine was too, ornamental. Yeah, it was before I think I got it when I was 20 something on vacation. The bowl broke. I still have the muddler. I think it's like jade or something. I don't know. I'll have to, but I don't use it.
I think a pestle. Oh, jade.
A pestle.
Cool.
There we go.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is that what it is? Is it called a pestle? Yeah, I think it is.
I don't know.
Isn't it?
Is it? Okay.
I don't know.
Muddler's the bar. I'm thinking like muddling old fashions and stuff. I don't know either.
Same concept for sure.
It is, exactly. So that's a perfect simmer on that soup.
All right. So a little bit longer on these.
Yeah, I used a pan that size too, and I think if they would have went faster with just the step up saute pan to give it more surface area. Yeah, I did the same thing though. It doesn't hurt it.
Did you let them cool before you put them in?
Couple seconds. I mean, they cool really fast.
All right, I can tell that these are done. I'm just gonna set them over and then take you all back. Although I don't think my cord reaches. Well, oh, we can move you guys now. You can see my coffee grinder.
Beautiful.
Okay. We'll put some of these in here. Smells delicious.
I've never seen this point of view of putting spices into a grinder before for seeds. It's interesting.
Is it cool?
I don't know yet. Yeah, it is. It is cool. It's just, yeah. If I didn't know what we were doing, I would have no idea what you were doing right
Well, if anybody has just joined, I'm putting toasted seeds into a coffee grinder.
Look, and you did not spill any. Oh my gosh, you have so much more patience than I did when I did mine.
I'm at a really weird angle right now, so
You're like little bit at a time. Go in there.
all right, this might be noisy for a second, so voila! Perfect.
Yes.
All right. So now we will come back to our spice bowl. We'll just dump that in. Ooh, that smells good. And mix it up. And this is good in a mason jar for 6 months.
Yep. Or any other sort of airtight container.
Perfect. Yes.
I just like mason jars.
I agree. Here we are. The spice. The spice. All right. So there we go. So I'll put this in the mason jar. Yeah, I love how lentil soup is so great for freezing.
Oh,
It's one of my favorite soups to freeze.
Oh, okay. I've never frozen it before, but I guess that makes sense.
Oh yes. I think I
What
mentioned
is
like I
your?
like to make lentil chili.
Oh, that's right. I remember. I'm gonna add a little bit of crushed red pepper flakes in mine. Smells so good. Does your kitchen smell as good as mine?
Oh, it does. It's wonderful. Okay. And here we are.
Beautiful.
Yes. Wonderful. We've got the spice. The spice is nice, and we'll go back and check on the soup. Ooh, yeah, that has thickened up
Yeah.
nicely.
Mm-hmm. So at this point, you could decide, well, do I want it brothy or do I want it more thicker? So,
I like it thicker, personally.
yep, same here.
I will give it a little taste test, like you suggested, to see how the flavor is.
Mm-hmm. My stomach's growling.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think it needs anything.
There you go. And
Nope,
sometimes,
it's perfect.
perfect. Nice.
Perfect.
I have had to add sometimes a little sugar or some sort of sugar like honey or agave, at the end because sometimes when I made it, it was too, what's what I'm looking for? Not bitter, but not, it wasn't rounded. So sometimes if it needs that other aspect, but I don't think mine does. I think mine's pretty good too.
Excellent. So if you were going to pair this with something, what would you pair it with?
Like a protein or what do you
Yeah,
pair it?
like if you were serving this at a restaurant.
I would probably like shredded beef would be really good, like slow cooked beef roast.
Oh yeah.
I thought about adding because I still have some in there. I thought about adding that to it. Mushrooms as always, or even shredded
Yes.
chicken. I would do something that was a slow cooked protein because I think that would mesh. It would meld well with it.
Mm-hmm.
Be good as opposed to like a grilled chicken breast would be good. Don't get me wrong, but I think it's the heartier, or even like pork shank, shredded pork. That'd be good too.
Yeah, I like that. Really anything kind of shredded, and then I like the idea of the like some big fat mushrooms too.
Hmm.
If you wanted
Yep.
to keep
And
it
then,
like plant-based.
yep, yep. I'm sure. Yep, mushrooms. I was just gonna say tofu, but I honestly don't know how tofu would go with it. I'm not. I don't. I'm not versatile enough in the tofu. And knowing about tofu to make a decision on that.
Well,
Bread.
you know what
Bread would
would
go
go with
well with
it?
it.
I was
What
gonna
was that?
say, next what in 2 weeks we're making the focaccia bread.
That would go amazing with
Yes,
it.
that would be perfect.
Cornbread. I was thinking about cornbread too.
Oh, definitely.
So I almost thought about making it with it, but didn't. Making cookies for a coworker of mine. Their birthday's tomorrow, so cookies instead of the
Oh,
cornbread.
what kind of cookies?
Snickerdoodles.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Hmm. Yep, they're right here on the dough, all ready to go.
Yum.
Yeah. So.
One of my good friends is making me some belated birthday cupcakes tomorrow, and
Ooh.
um, asked me what things I like because she's like a wizard at making you know cupcakes, and
Nice.
so I picked a beverage from one of my favorite reality shows,
Okay.
Summer House, and they they always drink this drink. It's called the BBC, which is bananas, Bailey's, and cream of coconut. And so she's making a cupcake based off of the BBC.
Okay.
I'm
Bananas,
really
Bailey's,
bananas, Bailey's, cream of coconut.
and,
Yeah,
and coconut.
yeah, cream of
Interesting.
coconut. Yeah, yeah. So I'm interested to see the flavor profile of it, but I know it will be good for sure.
Yeah. Yes, it will.
But how nice,
Oh,
so
that is,
thoughtful.
yes, that is nice. Very thoughtful.
It's
How
a
was
good
your
buddy.
birthday? What did you
Wonderful.
do?
Well, every year I go to Red Lobster on my birthday.
How do I not remember that? Oh.
I mean, hopefully, does anybody else go to Red Lobster on their birthday? I feel like that's, a thing.
I used to go to the Olive Garden when they did the cake. And,
Yeah.
um,
Well, they did sing to me,
did
so
they?
of
They still
course.
do that? Oh, that's
Yes.
great. I didn't know if they still did. Did you
Yeah,
get the coconut shrimp?
I did.
Good.
It was Lobster Fest, but you know, I used to get the ultimate feast, but I can't eat that much anymore.
Yeah.
That reminds me of my swim team days. That was the best. Oh,
Oh. You introduced me to the coconut shrimp.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you did. Going
Yep.
there in high school with our hard-earned money from good old Putt Putt.
Well, I was going to say I worked there for, a couple years in high school, and that was a
Oh,
really good
that's right.
discount. So,
That's right. I forgot about that.
well, that's when they had
Oh,
Krabby Monday. All you could eat crab legs
yes.
for 12.99.
Yes, they did.
That was a while ago, y'all.
This was
All right.
1999.
Oh, you're pulling
So,
it out.
during when I was moving, I found my class ring popped up, and I was showing it to some people because it looks brand new. I was like, and it fits. I'm like, I'm gonna wear my class ring. It's a amethyst birthstone, and so I was showing it to the people work for me, and they're like, "Oh, you graduated in 1999?" Yep, I sure did.
Hmm. Classic. Classic
It does
year.
not feel that. It doesn't feel that long ago.
Oh, it was yesterday.
Yep, it sure was.
Mm. I think my
I tried.
soup's ready.
Mine's pretty close. Yes, I'll say. Somebody just turned 20. I was like, when I turned 21, the next day I was 42.
Yep.
So,
Literally.
so enjoy it all.
Every day.
Every
Enjoy it
day,
all.
live every day. Oh, sign me up.
Exactly. Oh,
Oh,
blink of an eye.
yep. Yes. See, I guess we would have had time to prep everything during prior.
I think so. But
Well,
hey, at
hey,
least the
it
soup
worked.
is ready and we'll be able to give it a proper taste. And
Yes, yes,
should I
yes,
go
yes,
ahead and take the cinnamon out and the bay leaf?
yes.
All right.
No, I'll find them. I'll find mine when they come too. Yeah. I thought I had cinnamon sticks here, but I do not. So I did omit that. That's why mine's a little darker. I did add a little bit more cinnamon.
Oh,
There's the
okay.
bay leaf, though.
Ooh,
And then some of my vegetables
well,
are chopped a little bit bigger because these are the vegetables that were in when I braised the pot roast. So,
my
but they're
cinnamon
really
stick
they are
like
super
fell
tender. That
apart.
did what?
My cinnamon stick fell apart. I'm
Oh,
hoping that
really?
this is all of it.
I've never. Wow.
Huh. Hope, hope. That's going to be a fibrous bite. If not,
This is just cinnamon.
yeah.
So, and with
Ooh.
um, but this soup will overnight. All the ingredients will become better friends because right now they still kind of look like they're repelled from each other. They're not coming together. But tomorrow this soup will be the best.
Oh, yeah. One of those beautiful soups that just tastes so much better the longer it
Yes.
stays in the
Yes.
refrigerator. Or
Yes.
that's another reason why I love like freezer lentil soup because it's just like the flavors just come out.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to freeze some of this because yeah. Gosh, I love that color, the green, the curry. Well,
Oh, I
that's the
know.
mix of the turmeric and the
Gonna put it together. All right. Let's put this together. I don't have my taster here tonight.
no. Oh, is it D&D?
Yep, it's D&D night.
Got
But
it.
super shout out to all of the listeners at Moonjoy Meadery in Lenore because I know they do listen from afar.
Thank
So we
you.
appreciate their support.
Yes, we appreciate you.
Especially Natalie. All right. Oh, this smells so good. Okay. This over here.
Beautiful.
Top of the little cilantro.
Actually, already in the bowl, I can see the ingredients all coming more
Yeah.
together.
Have you put your bowl together?
I have. I have.
I know I've got a little ring of curry,
Yeah,
but that's
and it's
okay.
gonna. Yeah, exactly. I did the same thing, and then when I set it down, I was like, "Oh, it's
I'm excited
back."
to try it. Are you
hmm
ready?
Yes.
All right, here it is.
Yay!
Yay.
Beautiful.
Oh, they're so gorgeous.
Yes, they
Yes.
are.
All right. Now it's time to taste.
Yes.
All right. I cannot wait.
It's hot.
Yes, the bowl is so hot.
It's hot. All right.
Okay.
I might even drizzle a little bit of honey on top.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because I think that would be a nice
Mm.
contrast. Just like a little. It's good.
Wow. Okay. The soup's amazing, but I was really, really surprised by how well the cilantro complements it.
Cilantro, I would put on ice cream.
Like I like cilantro, but wow. Hmm. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or even some feta cheese, or like the cotija cheese, that sort of crumbly, salty cheese. I bet that would be really good too.
Yes. Yeah, this is delicious. Delicious, nutritious,
Full fulfilling, it fills
warming.
you up.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, which I mean, when you're looking for like low calorie, you know, satiating options that are healthful and also higher protein too, this is absolutely a fantastic option and nutrient dense. Hmm.
Yum.
Well done.
Okay.
I cannot wait to finish this.
Me neither. My stomach's been just
Yeah.
growling.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah. This will definitely be gone. Like everybody in the house, I'm sure, is just going to love it. So,
Awesome. Awesome.
yay. For everybody who is watching, this is curried lentil soup. Easy to make. The spice makes enough to last several recipes,
Mm-hmm.
and is quick and easy to make, as we showed. Um, this is a very inexpensive recipe to make, if especially if you have a lot of the spices at home. I'd say probably for me the fennel seed was the only thing that kind of was a little out of the ordinary in terms of having to purchase. That was probably the most expensive item I had to get. It was like $3.59.
Oh, well, okay. Yep.
Yeah, but everything else I think I pretty much had, maybe except for the whole cloves.
Cloves.
Yeah, yeah, but everything else I would have in my pantry normally, like like a giant bag of lentils. Yes, because
Yeah.
lentils.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Exactly. Exactly. But please check out more of Chef Lisa's amazing recipes at foodguides.com. Just click on the contributor tab and go right to Chef Lisa. This particular recipe will be released on the last day of March. So we'll have that out for you, but there is another wonderful lentil recipe that Chef Lisa has out right now, which is the chickpea lentil
Burger,
burgers. Yeah, which
patty
are
burger,
the patty burger. They're
the
so
patty burger. There we
good.
go.
Yes,
Yeah, we're
we
good.
actually made those. A couple weeks ago. So, check out the archives and, cook along, if you
Mhm.
will, because they're really cool. And what else have we done? Oh, the last time we cooked together, we made the turkey tacos with the homemade um,
Yes, corn
corn
tortillas.
tortillas and the GERD friendly taco seasoning.
Mm.
So which is so good. It was unbelievable. Those were just to die for.
Oh,
So,
thank you.
yeah, so many good recipes. Always a pleasure and so much fun. Does anybody have any questions for Chef Roy before we hop off? It's just delicious, delicious
I always
and
have it on the full
nutritious.
screen.
Well, again, thank you all for joining us. And Chef, it is always a pleasure cooking with you.
Same to you. Thank you. I'll see you soon.
Wonderful. Yes, and head over to foodguides.com and check us out on our socials at Food Guides Help. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Bye.